We got a little bit of news regarding Friday the 13th, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and The Exorcist. Let's talk about it.
Groovy.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Kent Kill Dill, lover of all things morbid, macabre, and horrific. And if you are too, maybe consider stabbing the like button, slashing subscribe, and making sweet, sweet love to that notification bell. It's no secret that Jason Blum wants to get his grubby little fingers into Friday the 13th, and who could blame him? That franchise is a cash cow. Speaking with Collider this week, Jason Blum once again expressed his interest in the franchise. Blum told the outlet, "Friday the 13th is not a Blumhouse project, but I'm trying to will it into being one. It's just a piece of IP I've always loved." We know. Blum went on to say, James Wan and Atomic Monster are very passionate about it, and I think we would have them shepherd it for us. That would be a lot of fun. Now, I'm not sure how everybody else feels about this, but when I picture Blumhouse doing a Friday the 13th film, I don't really get any real excitement out of that, you know? I don't know if this is everybody's experience, but there was a time before when I would see the Blumhouse intro before a film, and part of me would get excited. That part of me is getting less and less excited every time I see them behind a film. And I swear to God, I'm not a hater. I know that maybe some people may be thinking, potentially it could be good if they did it maybe in the style of Halloween 2018, which I do love. I love Halloween 2018. I loved Halloween Kills, and I don't explicitly hate Halloween Ends. However, I just feel like Blumhouse isn't a good fit for Friday the 13th and Jason Voorhees. And I know that we're getting a series on Peacock, Crystal Lake, and I am very intrigued with that. I want to see how that goes, but the movie rights are a totally different thing. That shit's up in the air. Even though Jason Blum wants it, I don't know I don't know how likely that is to happen, really. James Wan and Atomic Monster kind of being the ones to spearhead it, maybe that makes me a little more inclined to kind of be open-minded about Blumhouse doing a Friday the 13th film. But personally, I think I'd rather it go to somebody else. I don't know. What do you think? And speaking of Jason Blum, he's talked a little bit about the future of the Exorcist franchise. We know that Exorcist Deceiver was slated for a release next year, I believe. That's obviously not happening anymore. In fact, I don't think The Exorcist Deceiver is happening at all. David Gordon Green is no longer attached as director to the series. I don't believe that they are finishing out that trilogy whatsoever. But Jason Blum has stated that they are going to be moving forward at some point with another Exorcist film. Now, I personally was really, really excited for The Exorcist Believer. I came out of it rather disappointed, and I went into it with an open mind. I mean, a really fucking open mind, and I did not like it, dude. It was just not, dude, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about it. That's not what this video is about, so I'm not gonna fucking talk about it. Blum explained in a recent red carpet chat, "We are definitely going to make another Exorcist movie, but I wanted more time to figure out what it would be. I have no idea what it's going to be yet." So yeah, there we have it. We know that they're going to be moving forward with another Exorcist film. We know that's going to happen, but what in God's name could that even be? I'm assuming that they're probably going to go the full-on reboot route. I would assume this is going to be a full-blown remake at some point. And maybe not of Reagan's story per se, but maybe something just completely unrelated, new Exorcist film with just the name The Exorcist slapped on it to get people in seats, I guess. I don't know. I'm not particularly hopeful after Exorcist Believer, to be honest. In fact, I'm being too nice. That movie was total fucking dog shit. And now something I'm actually pretty excited about is we finally have a little bit of talk on the I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot, requel, legacy sequel. I don't know. We learned last year that Jennifer Caton Robinson is on board to actually direct this new film, with Leah McKendrick on board to write the screenplay. Now, naturally, right away, when we heard this news initially, everybody was clamoring, thinking, okay, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., the original cast is going to come back. They're going to reprise their roles, right? It's a legacy sequel. We had Texas Chainsaw on Netflix. We had the 2018 Halloween film. So naturally, we expect to be kind of going in that direction, right? Well, none of that's confirmed. We don't know if that's happening, but it sounds like that's definitely the way it's going to go, which, I mean, come on. Obviously, you gotta fucking go that way. Speaking with Collider this week, writer Leah McKendrick did let slip a few little details that I find pretty fucking interesting, and also sort of giving us an idea of what this film probably is going to be. McKendrick told the outlet, "No spoilers, but I will say that I think if you're an OG fan like me, I think you're going to be happy." I think you're gonna get it. She also went on to tease a little bit about how social media will sort of play a role in this film, which was of course absent of the original film because social media wasn't a fucking thing back then and the world was a better place. McKendrick teases, at its core, I think it really reckons with some big ideas about hero and villain, right and wrong, how your skeletons come back to haunt you. And in the age of the internet and the age where fame is such a revered concept, the creation of TikTok and social media, who is Julie James in a world where there are no secrets anymore? And see, this concept actually gets me kind of excited. I like that idea, and the fact that she's name-dropping Julie James as a character leads me to believe that they're going to do anything they can to get Jennifer Love Hewitt back, and most likely Freddie Prinze Jr. I just wish Helen Shivers never died, because if we get Sarah Michelle Gellar back in this motherfucker, then dude, I'd be pretty stoked. But I'm liking the way this sounds. I'm definitely on board for another I Know What You Did Last Summer film. I love the first two. We don't really need to talk about the third one because, good God, I don't know if you've never seen it. If you haven't, you should, though. Just do it. Yeah, I know that maybe this whole legacy sequel thing is maybe being a little bit played out, but if there's one more slasher maybe from the 90s that could really use a little more life injected back into its bones, I think I Know What You Did Last Summer is a good candidate. The original film was written by Kevin Williamson, who created Scream, and that movie has a lot of charm, and it really, really holds up. Even the second one, which I know some people have issues with, I fucking love it. But I don't know, they're just fun films. It could just be because I grew up on them in the 90s and the early 2000s, and it was just a piece of horror that I consumed again and again. But, I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know what you think a Blumhouse, Friday the 13th film would be like. Would you think that Blumhouse would do a good job with James Wan behind it, Do you think that they would be capable of giving us a solid Friday the 13th film? One that we could really accept and cherish as part of the franchise. How do you feel about the future of The Exorcist? Obviously we know that the story set up with Believer is dead. It's gone. It's not going to be continued. That's just kaput. So where do we go from here? And then are you excited for I Know You Did Last Summer to come back to the big screen? Obviously, come on. They're gonna bring back Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. Or they're gonna try. And if they can't, then I don't know what that movie's gonna end up being. I'll be a lot less interested in it, obviously, but I'll still check it out. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed our time together, don't forget to stab the like button, /subscribe, and got that bell notification. All right, later.